International R110. It does not run, it does not drive, it does not stop, it doesn't even have matching wheels. But in 3 weeks, this truck has got to be at Sickweek in Florida. We've got a lot of work to do. I've been saving my pennies and bought a lot of the front end, front axle, suspension parts. It's actually a straight axle, sorry. Pretty excited about that, but we are working on turning it into a gasser. We are not sure on the motor combination. We don't even have a motor right now. Not sure on the transmission. We've been debating between automatic or manual, but who knows? It's gonna be a fun 3 weeks of long nights. So stay with us.
We're doing a great job. We're way ahead of schedule. Usually we wait till the week of to do this kind of stuff. None of the wheels on this one, just push it backwards.
What?
None of the wheels on that one actually roll.
Oh, that's fun.
Can we go on around with the back?
Yeah, I think so.
Floor is incredibly slick and I'm not all over the place. The floor wasn't incredibly slick. I don't think these nice. Alright. Can we steer it right and roll it up here? Maybe? It's much easier without an engine in it.
That's going to wind up in a pretty decent spot.
Yeah, just push the back one around and then back it up. Come help.
Push it.
Let's see, if I steer it back this way and roll it backwards for that motor, that should end up in the right place.
Yeah, that's up. Yeah, you should just leave the motor out. It's right?
Yeah.
Alright, that's all we got.
Okay. It's pretty good right there.
Alright, yeah, that leaves you with enough room to get up and down off the creeper.
Yeah, I get up and off the creeper and there's still room to pull the truck in here.
You can probably get that.
I'd push it like a little bit more to make it straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see this thing.
Here, swap sides. This thing.
It was coming, it had to come out of the thing.
No, it's hung right here.
Oh, well, it also had to
So
come out.
you're going to have to like get it. You can do that side, you're just going to have to pull it sideways. It's not coming over the bumper. Okay, those fenders are for Dewey.
Oh, what did you do?
I folded that one because the whip right here is weak. We're going to have to take the bumper off.
Oh, okay.
Because this won't come up. If it would come up enough.
Oh yeah, it's hitting.
Yeah. It's near the bumper. Honestly, it probably doesn't even want to run this bumper. We need to go look at some pictures of like old heavies and other trucks that drag race and see what they have for a bumper. Because I know good and well that they ain't got this big heavy steel bumper on like old heavy. Good God almighty. I'm going to have to cut every one of these bolts. Can we not make this go above the bumper without taking it off?
What are you driving?
That
Headlight?
Headlight and this. You got that set up now. There, let's do the same thing.
It scratched the paint.
Grab it here. Get each side and pull this junk out.
Where are we going with it?
Okay. It ain't that heavy. It is, however, huge. Now we can see what we're working with.
It looks like a race truck now.
The battery box needs to go to the shop. All of this needs to go except the rails. Both shocks are trash. The mounts bend. When you bounce on it, see the mounts flex?
What, right here?
No, up here. This bracket
Oh.
does this.
Oh, do it again. I wasn't looking there.
God.
Yeah.
See it?
Oh.
That's not good.
So, what all this new do we have then?
We got a steering box from Brad.
That's good.
And the lead, everything from the frame rails down we have new.
Okay.
Springs, steering linkages, all of it we have new.
So we don't even need these guys?
No. Well,
So
I don't know if it has shock mounts or not. We ain't gonna use those shock mounts.
That's crazy that this truck was red.
Yeah.
This is the straight axle kit that we purchased from Speedway Motors. We went with the Chevy pattern because Chevy wheels are more obtainable. Here we are unboxing everything and going through the inventory, making sure that we got everything that was included in the kit. That way we aren't missing anything.
But there was a set screw missing. How dare they miss such a big part?
I'll spare you guys the video, but the engine is now clean and I am now disgusted. Trim clip tool for the engine. out of there. Here I'm cleaning the piston ring grooves with a ring groove cleaner. We're welding up these gaps in the frames right here, because this is exactly where our suspension bits are supposed to sit.
Yeah, our spring perch goes right there, so I have to put a plate in. So I made some plates.
Yesterday was January the 26th. We accomplished getting the, what is this thing?
Axle?
No, the perches.
Yeah.
The perches welded in. We got the axle where we want it to be. Got the straight axle bolted up. Today we're going to try to accomplish finishing putting this all together.
We were test fitting the rings here to make sure they have appropriate end gap and that they don't bind up in the ring grooves.
We have the GoPro.
It's dead.
Oh.
So we brought the front clip in here to see if our axle was going to be centered in the wheel well, and it does appear as if it's not wonky, not weird. So I think we're going to roll with it. So just like
You broke it!
oh no!
Get in the corner.
I didn't want to like break it in its face.
The bottom's loose right there. Oh, there it goes. There it is.
Whee!
Glass removed.
After we got everything mocked up, he went back and welded in the plates, and welded in that section, and now he's fixing to weld in the straight axle. While he was doing that, I got all this glass out of here, which is great. I am working on getting this out of here and that side.
Trying to get our spring hangers all tacked in the right place after we had everything centered and measured up like we wanted it.
And over here, motor-wise, we finished putting the bottom end together. We've got to pick up some more parts to do the freeze plugs and the timing set. And then we got to find some heads, and hopefully we'll be back together with that. Then as far as the paint and stuff, we've still got to grind off sand down that.
I sanded down all this over here. I ran into Bondo, which is not fun. Hopefully that won't be too big of an issue. And then over here, our glass came in today. So that's exciting to see that it is in one piece. That's the front windshield there and the rubbers. The rest of it is in the house. But I've got to work on getting out all this glass. It is not good. I still don't have heads for my 351, but a quick search around the yard. And this leads us to Daniel's high school truck. It's a 1986 F-150 with electronic fuel injection. It has a 4-speed in there, Lariat. So it's a pretty rare truck for what it is, but it has what I need. So I'm stealing it. Sorry, Daniel. A quick peek ski under the hood reveals the heads that I need. These guys have been ported and polished and they are ready to rock and roll. So that's our goal. Get all this stuff off here and get these on the motor so we can put the motor in my truck. So now that I've got the heads out, they can now go on my motor, and this we're gonna have to find some heads for since we stole them off of here. But have no fear, we will put Daniel's truck back together after our sick week. So thanks for the donor heads. Today's Saturday, January the 28th. Last night I got the main front windshield glass out. I got a side glass out. I need to get the other side glass out. Daniel is working on installing the kingpins today. Those are going in quite nicely. We found the solution to our head problem. We pulled them out of this truck. It's Monday, January the 30th. I've got the truck lettered on one side and got it traced out over here. So that's coming along. Daniel inserted the set screws, so now he can go back and finish this all up and start lubing up grease. I am working on drilling the head so that it works on the 351 motor.
What we're gonna put in the camshaft in this thing, I discovered after I bolted the heads on that, well, I discovered why my truck ran bad. Because there is a big gaping hole in this intake port that goes into a pushrod tube.
I think you could show it.
If you can see it, it is right there. I don't know if y'all can see that, but you see it kind of okay. Somebody ported this and ran into the pushrod tube and made a disaster. So I gotta get some epoxy and fix that.
Today is Wednesday, February the 1st. We have a week and 3-ish days now.
Got all the time in the world.
If you look over here, I think since I last gave you guys an update, I've got the window panel, like where the glass sits, all cleaned out and painted. I got a shop name on this side. Our frame is all painted. We got the other frame pieces out that were bad. The firewall is painted. The cross member down there is painted. I have been working on sanding some of this paint in here. I removed the seat, got all this cleaned up and ready to paint with some rust protectant black stuff. That way the rust doesn't come back. And Daniel is over here. What are you doing?
I'm currently grinding down a jack handle so I can smear JB Weld all over it and hammer it in this pushrod tube where it's ground into the intake port. See, it fits ish. I gotta grind a little more, but you can see it start to go in there. It's gonna work great. Gotta take a little more off of it. I want to make sure I got a good interference fit though, so she stays in there. So the directions that came with the straight axle kit basically tell you to install the caliper bracket and the steering arms to fit your needs, just whatever fits your application. This stuff only fits one way. Do not be fooled by that, because I tried to install it where like the stuff tucked in nice and fit tight. Don't fit that way. It fits this way, and only this way. This bracket goes here in this orientation. If you flip it over, the caliper hangs too low and hits the steering arm. If you use the other steering arm and tuck it up tight against the axle where it looks nice, it hits here. There's literally no other way to do this. It goes this way. I guess you could flip everything 180 degrees if you wanted to use front steer and not rear steer, but that's it. It goes that way. No other way. Don't listen to the directions. They lie.
I'm a gasser.
That was pretty terrible. The light being in there made it worse.